Throughout the long term, well-known guitarists like Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, Phoebe Ruler, Carlos Santana, and numerous others have made significant commitments to the music business. With those astonishing moves and clever exhibitions, guitarists have taken the guitars standing past the skies. There have been some lovely, progressive, and surprising guitars also that have truly left an imprint over the long haul. We should view these strange guitars. Number 1. Emerald Guitar, Steve Vai Ultrazone. The plan of the guitar depends on Aaron Brown's delineation for Vai's 1999 collection, the Ultrazone, which portrays an outsider Steve playing an advanced-looking hatchet. Rogage was so taken with the picture that he set about building Vai a guitar that coordinated with the representation, the Emerald Ultra Guitar. Its body is developed from a carbon glass composite, and its neck is carbon fiber highlights worked in lasers and what is supposed to be a chameleon-like propensity to change tone. According to Vai, at first I didn't know whether I should connect it and play it, or creep within it and fly to Venus, so I did both, simultaneously. Subsequent to dealing with it, clearly it was not simply a work of art event of a cutting furor. Yet, it was likewise a very much created and playable instrument. Soon after my accepting the Ultra guitar, Alistair has kept on making remarkable guitars that are developed from unique plans and materials that produce dazzling visual and perceptible statues. Yet mine is the one in particular that can fly to Venus and back without overlooking anything. Number 2. Real Lego Guitar. Individuals have utilized Lego blocks to recreate everything from celebrated artworks to notable works of design. Yet the most noteworthy piece of Nicola Pavin's creation is the means by which he utilizes it. Aside from the neck, equipment, and hardware, Pavin's completely utilitarian guitar is made totally from Lego blocks. It's held together by its own interlocking areas and was worked without the utilization of paste or any sort of wooden help structure. The Italian craftsman has tried different things with denim, calfskin, and LED strips while building guitars before. Yet his new Lego project is really special. His video shows that the instrument plays and sounds actually like a genuine electric guitar. However, he notes it can just remain in order for a couple of tunes. Number 3. The Destroyer. The Destroyer is an Ibanez brand electric guitar model, initially produced at the Fujigen Gaki Instrument Processing Plant for Hoshino Gaki Company. The Destroyer model was first presented by Hoshino Gaki in 1975 and depended on the Gibson Musical Instruments' Explorer plan. The Destroyer has since gone through a few plan and line changes and has been accessible in both 6-string and bass variants. The star-shaped variation was one of the first unusually formed guitars at the time, with a skimming tremolo framework, setting it on a famous decision for the hefty metal and shred artists of the 1980s. Number 4. Gibson M4 Sherman. In light of quite possibly the most extreme guitars at any point made, Gibson's unique Explorer model, the Jason Hook M4 Sherman, conveys Jason's altered lower arm slope for improved playing solace and an all-encompassing cutaway for magnificent upper fret access, alongside his unmistakable Sherman tank-roused green stripe illustrations and memorial support bar cover. Notwithstanding its executioner looks, the Jason Hook M4 Sherman sports great Seymour Duncan humbuckers, locking mini Grover tuners, and first-rate equipment in general, and incorporates a custom olive green hardshell case with a pocket brimming with select case treats, including a marked certificate of authenticity with holder. This, and it is prepared to shred similarly as hot as you can imagine it because of Gibson USA's popular form quality and unrivaled playability. The body of the Jason Hook M4 Sherman is produced using strong mahogany, toned wood with a long history at Gibson, and is standing for warm lows, sweet highs, and very melodic mids. It's created in the picture of the incredible Explorer model, with Jason Hook's transformations of a more profound cutaway and a slanted chest area edge for improved playing solace. A strong quarter-sawn mahogany neck is stuck in and finished off with an unbound fingerboard produced using grade A granadillo, a colorful tonewood with an entirely attractive look, feel and sound. It conveys 22 gigantic frets and a pleck-cut Corian nut, and follows Gibson's customary 24 3/4 scale length and 1 11/16 width at the nut for amazing playability, while the forested areas and development make the Jason Hook M4 Sherman a complete tone machine. Its alpine white gets done with green Sherman stripe Armed Force designs in reflexive nitrocellulose polish, make it an extraordinary looker full of player or authority, and an absolute gem in front of an audience. Number 5. Fender Shawn Mendes Guitar. Bumper has uncovered the Shawn Mendes Foundation Music Master, the primary mark electric guitar model from the pop vocalist lyricist, completed in a striking botanical plan reproduced by one of his fans. In light of the short-scale passage lever Music Master model, the 24-inch scale guitar includes a birch body, C-formed maple neck, a maple fingerboard with a 9.5 range and 22 medium-kind-sized frets, and a 6 saddle string through body hardtail strap connect. Pickups are a Tex-Mex Stratocaster single curl at the extension and a Player Series humbucker at the neck, with a push-pull tone control for loop parting. Furthermore, we shouldn't disregard the eye-getting finish, with a botanical plan-covered body supplemented by a 3-employ Grassland Grass realistic pickguard, just as a custom neck plate enhanced with the Mendes Foundation's sun-oriented burst symbol. Number 6. The Shark. Eddie Van Halen has resurrected a portion of his most notable instruments through his eponymous EVH brand, intended for devoted fans hoping to imitate Eddie's quirky style and game-changing, earthy colored sound. It's important that these specific guitars are moderately reasonable as well, dissimilar to a certain $25,000 Frankenstrat copy delivered about 10 years prior. With a couple of Mr. Van Halen's most vital modded guitars have been restored through EVH's Stripe series, the organization has likewise a few weirdo instruments from quite a while ago, including his unconventional Shark guitar. Initially an Ibanez Destroyer, Eddie broadly sawed up a lump of the instrument's body and left barbed edges to look like teeth, consequently its epithet, a choice he later lamented, asserting it demolished its sound. Revamping the guitar with his unmistakable striped attire and supplanting the gadgets, Eddie regularly employed the Shark in front of an audience during Van Halen's first U.S. visit in 1978. It's even claimed that he recorded "You Really Got Me" with the instrument, an eminent cover which showed up on Van Halen's introduction. The Shark imitation is not, at this point, accessible. However, EVH will presumably deliver a couple of other legacy guitars down the line. Number 7. The Villainizer. Everything about the Villainizer, from the body to the plan, shouts out punk. A standout, uniquely crafted guitar made by Rhodes Jackson V. It's a tough and wild instrument suggestive of the old Wild West. The spiked structure, totaled with measures, gears, lines, weld and rust extra to the retro appeal. Simply the sort of thing you can expect in a stone or substantial metal show. However, unfortunately, this is a restricted release and not available to be purchased, despite the fact that you can get one made for yourself in the event that you have $1,000 to save. The excessively wonderful highlights and added requests make the Villainizer a flat-out rage among guitar lovers. Number 8. Misa Kitara. Maybe quite possibly the most imaginative and surprising pieces ever in the music world, Misa Kitara has some exceptionally fascinating highlights and a progressive plan. This instrument has a touchscreen interface, and the installed surface presents 6 virtual strings. Virtual on the grounds that they're sensitive to the guitarist's finger developments. Profoundly delicate, this guitar depends on a modern and inventive innovation that could detect the fret developments on the instrument and play it in like manner. How cool is that? It permits the guitarist a more assorted scope of sounds and tunes than some other guitars out there. The many astonishing highlights of this instrument have grabbed the eye of renowned artists like Matt Bellamy and have been included with the famous band Rolling Stones too. Number 9. Dean Michelangelo Badio Quad Armor Flame. The acclaimed guitarist Dean Michelangelo, known for his extraordinary destroying methods, has established a firm connection in the music business. Also, his well-known Armor Flame quad guitar, however lovely, peculiar to take a gander at with 4 heads and necks, helped Michelangelo in his destruction and encouraged quicker and more precise tuning and playing. This guitar was uniquely designed for Dean Michelangelo and his preposterous guitar playing strategies. The Armor Flame can be destroyed into 4 separate guitars and is quite down-to-earth and helpful in front of an audience. Number 10. Jackson Custom Shop Extreme Zodiac Series. This is the sort of guitar you'll discover a demigod sticking onto in an underground rock show. An association of sorts between Jackson Guitar Company and the popular expert developer Pablo Santana, the Extreme Zodiac series has been planned by the notable visual craftsman Craig Fraser. Consistent with its name, the Zodiac arrangement highlights one zodiac sign in every one of its guitars in the assortment. Add to that Jackson's exemplary Kelly-edged construction and warrior body, and you have a work of art. These restricted releases guitars impeccably praise the Santana spiked and unpleasant style and are accessible for $7,400. So, what do you think about these guitars? What do you think of the Fender collab with Shawn Mendes? Which is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the channel.